Hey y'all, thanks for visiting my channel. My name is Pablo Delgado and I'm the founder of Abundancia Mindset and abundanciamindset.com, the blog. I wanted to give you a brief introduction on the actual site and just give you quick ways to navigate the site and also an introduction of what Abundancia Mindset is all about. So I'll start off with the introduction. As of last year, especially with the pandemic going on, I realized there's a big gap on the people who are wealthy and those that are not, right? And a lot of it is the working class, the people that lost their jobs, etc., not having a safety net or even having a emergency fund set up. And I can say I know personally a lot of some friends and family that lost their jobs. Um, Even worse, there's people that passed away because of the pandemic and still not able to recover fully. So with that, there was a need for me to help people in a way that I could, right? Whether it's advising them, whether reaching out for help, etc. But also made me realize that probably the best way would be to set up a blog, right? And give this kind of information to anyone out there that might need it. And again, I come from the understanding that everybody is at a different stage of their personal finance journey, and some people are doing very well. People that were investing during the pandemic, they had tremendous gains, and there's people that lost everything. They lost lives, and it's a very interesting discrepancy between the two. And for me personally, I wasn't brought up in any way of understanding investing. There weren't a lot of things that were discussed, especially with finances. And a lot of these things I had to learn by myself and struggling with paying college debt, obviously student loans, and credit card, in which I can assume that a lot of us would struggle with, right? So with that, decided to create Abundancia Mindset as a way to answer some of those simple and for a lot of you might be common sense topics, right? And I broke down the website, as you can see, in these 5 different steps of first getting out of debt, right? So this focuses on paying off high interest loans, and then simple basic things such as setting up a direct deposit to ensure that you're not paying fees, bank fees, in some instances, and also categorizing and looking over your expenses, right? Looking at your credit card statements, looking at other things that you might be paying for, specifically bundle services, if that's related to your internet or streaming services, and things that you can cut back and just focus on the things that bring value to your life. And this also covers things like credit scores. A lot of us don't understand that fully, and it will impact us at the time where we're trying to purchase a home or a car or anything, any other major purchases that we'll have. And second one is increasing your income. This is fairly easy to understand. A lot of it is going and looking for another job, maybe investing into certifications, etc., or even doing side hustles, right? Like whether you're flipping pallets, maybe selling your old clothes, etc. There are various ways, various options that we can do to increase our incomes. The third one is increase your savings, specifically setting up an emergency fund. And that might depend on you, right? But there's plenty of articles here in which might help you understand that better. Uh, the next one is investing, right? So once we cover the few our bases, now we can start investing, whether that's from your 401k, setting up a Roth IRA, or investing in individual stocks much later. This would allow your money to grow, and specifically for retirement, ensuring that you have an alternative, right? And we're not working past a retirement age, which unfortunately a lot of us, a lot of you might be in that situation. And lastly, optimizing your investments, right? As we get older, our risk tolerance changes, and a lot of a portfolio we need to diversify it, right? So, and again, you will see that all this content on the website for free. I'll give you a quick example of what to look for if you're getting starting with the first article of getting out of debt. So again, there's a few items to set up, such as setting up direct deposit, reviewing current expenses, breaking them down, prioritizing higher interest, automating your payment, and increasing your monthly payment to ensure that we're tackling that high interest or the loan that's most painful for us, right? And again, once we get all of this, we'll be in a better situation in which we can start saving, right? In the website, I also include things like free downloads. So I have a PDF guide, about a 19-page PDF guide that basically covers a lot of what I just talked about, but in one single form here, right? And there's plenty of other things such as newsletters. So if you want to receive useful tips, etc., make sure you sign up for the newsletter, and also find us on social media here as well. The other thing too, understanding that my community also speaks Spanish, I wanted to translate the website to Spanish as well. So if you have loved ones, family members that might not speak English and they might be easier to understand Spanish, this is a great way to come as well. So things like, for example, this will give them a good overview. Most of them are translated. I translated myself, and hopefully they're easy to understand for your family. I know a lot of times personal finance terminology might be very difficult for a lot of our loved ones. So it's easier for us to bring those items and things that they can relate to, especially for the Hispanic community or any other community that's struggling with this topic. So I wanted to create a blog, a website that covers all of those items, right? And I'm also starting a YouTube channel, which is the one you're viewing currently. And the intent is to create content that's helpful for you and answer any kind of questions that you might have. So thank you again for visiting. Visit us on social media. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and again, wait for any updates. And I'm looking forward to hearing from you. Any kind of questions or any kind of topics that you would like us to cover, so we can do it. So thanks for visiting.